want to get started with the Red Bulls who walked away with a scoreless draw. Just how do you view that result? Is that something you guys are disappointed with? Was it something, a content thing that you guys got a point on the road?
Yeah, it's hard. The last games wasn't easy for us. Like, I would say we didn't play bad, but we just don't get the result what we wanted. So it's also the time coming closer to playoffs. So every game it's do or die. I feel like that every team fight for the point. So obviously we will always want to win and get the 3 points because we put the standard so high. But I also can say that even 1 point it's also better than nothing. And also, if you watch the whole game, it wasn't easy the game. So 1 point, I think it's good results for us.
I think your coach and both Patrick and Malte after the Red Bulls game described it as a playoff feel. Said it was the first game this year that had that kind of playoff energy. Can you kind of elaborate on that and what that means, even though it was a scoreless draw?
Yeah, just different intensity, and what I feel sitting on the bench and after coming to the game, every mistake can decide the game. So that's what the playoff means. Like, you can play not well, but you score just one goal, one chance, and you win the game and you go through. That's what playoff about. It's doesn't matter you're a better team or not. It's just one game, and if you win, you go through, and maybe you can chance to go to the next round. So that's what about that game. And Red Bull, they bring the intensity, and it's kind of remind last year when we play against them in playoff. They did kind of the same thing, and they have their chances. So that's about the winning now, not about the playing and be nice on the field. It's about the winning and be a little bit ugly, but it's just about the win.
Do you feel the intensity and that need to win continuously growing as you go into these last 6 games of the regular season, especially where you kind of are in the Eastern Conference?
I think so. Yeah, I think so, because as I said, the whole team know that's the last 6 games, so they try to climb higher, so they have home field advantage, or just try to make a playoff. So every team will do more than usually for these games, because nobody want the season ending earlier than they want. So yeah, I think intensity and the willing to win the game, it will be growing during these last 5 games what we left.
And after the Red Bulls game, Patrick talked about just having a different mindset and goal, and it was one of his stronger performances since he returned from the injury. Just what did you see from Patrick back there against the Red Bull to get the clean sheet?
He make a lot of 3-4 great saves what keep us in the game, and I think it's more beneficial for him, because some games he maybe feeling he didn't perform well, or maybe didn't do enough for us to protect defense line and the team. But I think it just give him this boost to confidence before we go into playoff and before this six last game, that okay, I can get the best shape, and I can help the team, and I'm confident now enough, and I can put this in the past. I learned from that, but now I can grow.
Thank you.
Yevhen, with Malte out, we saw more of you as a left center back, and though we don't know the status of Sean yet, because we haven't been updated completely, it would lead us to believe that you'll probably see a little more playing time, perhaps in the center. And when I get to my question, it's just simply this: what have you seen from this team where there have been some admitted defensive struggles, and how can you help as a starter in a central role in the back line?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think only the games can give the answer, and it's not guarantee if I start or no, because the coaches decide before the game and they see how someone training, so they decide the first 11. So first of all, we will see if I play. I don't want to go further away and say, yeah, I'm starter now or not starter.
Understood.
But what I can do, I just try to do my best. Just the same, keep energy high. Obviously, I have something that I can bring, like with the ball and without the ball, some different kind of game and structure maybe. But again, it's just only game can show. I can talk now hours and hours and say, yeah, if I come back, we will not lose the game anymore. But yeah, after if something happens, immediately, it's look like I'm Joker or something, like that. So I just don't want to talk a lot, and I just know I will do my best. I always do so, and hopefully the results will come and we come back to winning path.
You're a great communicator in these settings. Can we trust that communication is a big part of your game when you're out on the field?
Yeah, you need to ask the other guys, obviously. Maybe they say I'm not loud enough sometimes, but yeah, it is what it is, So I try to be. I think I'm pretty good at it because I love to talk, So I talk a lot, and obviously no matter who play with me, Malte, Stevie, Sean, we all help each other, and sometimes if you cannot be so loud, they can be so loud, So we just try to help each other, Thank you.
How do you avoid staying or getting frustrated when you guys are going through a stretch like this where it's kind of draw, loss, draw? You haven't won an MLS match, and you kind of could use the 3 points this time of year. How do you guys kind of just stay level as it's getting more and more intense?
Yeah, just be composure in your head and try to take the positive things after the game. Obviously, you cannot only say, yeah, we still great performance and we do well and we just cannot win, something like, you cannot say it's unfortunate or unlucky or something like that. We just need to be honest with each other and say, yeah, sometimes it's not good enough what we do, and bring the level up, the raise motivation between players, and yeah, just sometimes it can be tough conversation between each other, but that's what helped to team growth. I believe without ups and downs, you cannot be always up. If it's only up, you just go and it's kind of boring, and you cannot overreach the level. But if you go down, after you can grow more even, because you learn more from the loss than from the winning, I feel. So that's what's happening with us, and I believe that's what happened with us, like stretch of the games we can't win. It's helped us to grow and perform even better.
Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.